continue with, I think the only thing left is the page to create. Excuse me. We already have the login. We have the index, which is listing the blogs. We have the view when you click on anyone to view it, and then we need the one to create pages, the page to create blogs. All right, we need a page to create blogs. So let me be sure these guys are linked. I know the login is linked properly. So this is the guy. I think I matched this from Arinze's own or something. I don't know. I'll look at it again. We have the index. So let me go live from this index. I still haven't installed this live server. I don't know what is wrong. Recording. So yeah, let's continue. Let's try to go live from here. Let's try to go live from here. Alright. So I think these are Rinse's on. Alright. Okay, no JavaScript, but that's fine. Just wanted the UI. Alright, so we will I'll actually make few changes to it. Probably copy this over here. Create. I'll stick to the convention we are using. Create blog. HTML. Paste this inside here. Alright. And then you guys can hear me, right? Are we good to go? Can you guys hear me? Alright.
Yes, I can hear you.
Yeah, just want to be sure. So when I come here, I want to remove all of this guy in the main. Alright. I want to take them all out. And probably just put a p tag and say creating, just to conclude our linking. We have main.js, main.js scripts, and we'll link to the CSS view blog. We don't need view blog here. Yeah, we'll need this guy. So let's go live from this guy. I think we've done that already. I closed it. Stop again. Go live again. Yeah. This site's why. Okay, redirected us to login because we are not logged in. And then login.html can be reached. Why? pages/login.html. So I can't reach login. So let me go to login.js. No, not login.js, main.js. I think that's what have the hot card. Yeah. And then I go live on login. Sorry. Login.html. main.js. Where's it supposed to come? Why can't login be reached? Oh, 5001. Oh, I see. I see. So the thing changed our. I think is the port is different. It's using 5005 while I think main.js is using 5001. Yeah. So the port number is different. That should be fine now. Let's refresh. Yeah, let's just use 5000. Or let's start it all over again, just to be sure. Yeah. So it was using 5001 here, 5501 here. Alright, so let's log in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Invalid login details. I don't even know what our login detail is again. Let's peep. No, not console. Application. Local storage. There's nothing in local storage. Alright. So let's sign up. A new user. Name Arinze. Password 12345. Email arinze@gmail.com. Arinze@gmail.com. Sign up. Yeah, we need to go and change this to 5001. Now when you sign up, the redirection. Login.js. Yeah. What's .js? So we need to change this to 5000 instead. I think that's the only place where yeah, here to 5000. I'm good to go. And change it to 5000. So the live server I installed is using 5005, not 5051. Yeah, I think I removed this too. We removed this from the last time. So it's pages/index.html, not pages/landing pages. Yeah, let's remove that from alt.js too, so I don't have that issue again. We made some changes to our URL. We didn't change it here, so it's redirecting us to the wrong place. Yeah. So now when we're here, I want to be able to go to view page. So if I click on this guy, I want it to take me to the blog page. So let's look at the listing. The URL too has not been corrected. So even this too. All of this will give us issues. So login. Hold on. So this is supposed to show login.html. to correct all of this. Login the HTML. A lot of places I need to do this. A lot of places I need to do this. I'll do it here. Where should I do it? Here also. Alright, so fine. Now it's coming up. So this view guy might add some things later to it as we move on. So we want also to have create blog somewhere around these guys. So we can remove, can change, replace it with create blog. I'm actually going to give someone an assignment to change this our nav, to give us a better looking nav. Yeah, someone's going to take the assignment. So, but I'm going to put call this create blog instead. So, and it will only show when you are logged in. If you're not logged in, there is no point asking you to create a blog. Alright, okay, or maybe we should allow you, if you want to create blog and you're not logged in, to throw you back to login. Yeah, that makes more sense. So what we need to do is, let me save all of these guys. Save. So what we need to do is to redirect you to create blog. When you click on any of the navs, you click on create blog. So let's change the navs. So instead of create blog, hit blog, let's call it create blog. Or did I just type create blog? Yeah, copy it, add it to this guy, add it to this guy, and this guy. Fine. So from index, from anywhere, when you click on this guy, it goes to create blog .html. My battery is down. 26%. So you click on this guy, it moves to this guy. Likewise, this guy here, and finally this. Alright, so if I go to index.html now, I'll click on this guy. So yeah, he moved us to this place, so that's fine. That's what we wanted. So now we're responding. So this is what we wanted to create. We wanted to have something here, title of the blog, and what else are we going to have there? The blog itself, the random nonsense we want to type in there, and then a list of the blogs for that user. Alright, so we already have a page for listing things. We could just take whatever we have here and put it there. Then for this one, we just use an idea from this guy, my sticky notes. Alright, just get an idea from this guy. So I'm not gonna do it I could copy the code and paste, but no, I'm not going to do that. So I'll try to do it afresh. Though it might take us time because we're going to be doing a lot of back and forth. But we'll try as much as possible to make it fast. So let's go to Bootstrap, get bootstrap.com. Are we still together?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right. So components, no, not components, form controls. So this is fine. This right here is fine. Title, content. All right. Title, content. But then I'm going to allow the person to put it in paragraphs. Paragraphs makes more sense that way. Put it in paragraphs so that you don't have all the whatever modeled up in. Then we can also try to make it smaller. Well, let's leave it to be this large. It's fine. It's fine, absolutely. It's fine. So this why Bootstrap makes things easier for us, right? If you notice, we don't need to write all of these things. We could just look at the design. Oh, I like this, and then we use it. Is that straight? Yeah, it's that straightforward. So I don't know why you guys are running away from it, because I don't even need to cram all of the classes. Nobody can ever cram all their classes. They're so large. But you could at least look at their stuff, their components, their accordions. You see a lot of beautiful, beautiful things. I'm sure you must have been seeing some things like this. These are accordions. You see alerts, you see breadcrumbs, different kind of accordions, different designs, breadcrumbs, buttons, carousels, cards. We use card in that. We use cards here. These are cards. You have carousel. Carousel is this guy. You go to a page, you see images moving around from one place to another. Something like this. Then they have the one you don't need to click. It just moves on its own. So this one just tells you where you are. You have the one you don't need to click. It moves on its own with timer. You just look at it and pick the one you want. So Bootstrap makes all of this easy for you. You don't do anything from scratch. Believe me, you hardly will do a lot of things from scratch. Hardly. Because you're going to spend a lot of time if you want to do things from scratch. Then you have drop downs, collapse, nav bars, modals. Modals are those pop-ups. Those pop-ups you could use to click on something and then it pops up something. You do whatever you want to do. Close it. Paginators, progress bars, basically anything, all the major things you need, you can get it. So why do you want to start writing this? Why do you want to start reinventing the wheel when you are not Job? That's the emblem of suffering. Akindele, stop writing CSS. Stop stressing yourself. So let's go back to I was talking about I've forgotten. Let me look at the code I remember. We are that create page. That's where we were. Wait, I thought I've changed this. Oh, I guess I changed it for 1 or something. That's the index. You have view blog. View blog. Yeah, I changed it just for 1. Let me change it for all of them. Normally, when we're done, that thing will just be only 1. It's just because we're not done yet. So yes, those guys are like placeholders. Alright. So this is fine. Alright, so move down to this place. Uncle. Just change updated you. So probably need us to restart. You need us to restart. Oh, we went to the wrong guy. Supposed to go to view page. Yeah, that's fine now. So this create guy is what we're looking at. And then I said I was going to use a simple form control. Yeah, that's how I got to that my long talk. And I said this looks fine, so let's just pick it. All right, we'll have a form, and then we'll have these guys inside the form. You can even look at these form controls. You can also look at forms. I think there's a place they have forms generally. Layout. So this is where you get all those grid I was talking about. So I can see forms, but I'll create forms myself and I put all of these guys inside it. So I'll go to this place, go to my create blog page, I remove this guy, and then I want to have a div. I'll put my form inside my div, and then I paste all of these guys. Alright, so let's see what it looks like. Alright, so now we'll have a form, and we'll have a form, but it's so stretched out. We don't want it that big, right? So let's try to control it. I'm not going to be writing any CSS. I'll try and use Bootstrap as much as I can. So I put I'll make this guy a container. That's one way to control it. Make it a container. Alright. So I want to make it smaller. So let me make it to take 50%. Alright, so this a bit okay. So let's take 50% of whatever it is, and then so blog title. So let's try to put a border around this div. Border. I can't even remember that border utility. Border green, border secondary. Let me try this. Secondary. Alright, so rounded. I just hope I'm correct. Rounded. Oh, border rounded. Okay, rounded does it. Rounded. I can throw in a little margin in that div, so margin 5 to have a little space. No, padding DD. No, it's not margin, it's padding. I'm supposed to do padding 5 to throw in a little space inside it. Yeah, and then so if we are to make it look like these guys, so let me remove it from secondary and maybe say primary. Nah, I don't like that. Info. I don't know if I like info. Have warning, lights, dark. Let me say lights. It's too tiny. Border warning info. Warning is going to give us yellow. Let's just move with primary. Let me say dark. See what dark is going to give us. Same thing. So I'll just move with primary and try to give it a little background. BG secondary. I hope it's going to show us blue. I need something like gray. So gray is too much. Yeah, Arinze. Arinze, we can hear you. You're raising your hand. So make this border secondary. This should be fine. Let's not make it so beautiful. We don't have all the time in the world. Yeah, this combination should be fine. So we change this to title and this content. Arinze, you raised your hand, you can talk. I sing because I'm happy. I sing because I'm free for his eyes. He's on the sparrow, and I know he watches me. Since Jesus is my portion, a constant friend is he for his eyes. Is on the sparrow, and hi, can you guys hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, sorry,
What?
my battery went flat.
Oh.
Arinze and Bamidele are not online anymore, and I was
I'm here.
sorry, not Arinze, Sebastian. So this thing continued recording. All right. Yeah, so let me share my. Okay, I've shared my. You guys can see my screen, right?
Yes, sir.
Alright, so this is where we are. No, this is where we are. So you can try to make it smaller, but I think it's fine. Or if you want to make it smaller, we'll look for the small versions of these guys. So from control, small. So you can add SM to it to make it small. For reasons I for reasons I don't know, so from control, select this guy, hold on.
I put my faith in
Who is singing with a mic on?
you.
Someone is
His
singing.
faithful in generation.
Is Akindele that's singing.
Ah, sorry.
We've got you today. So yeah, let's go on. Is it the stars? Maybe I didn't use it correctly. Let me check again. So maybe I missed out something. From controls. My voice is low. Oh, okay.
Your voice is good.
I think someone is saying. How about now? Is it fine now, Martin? Alright, so I was checking something out here. So it's not on the same one. It's another one where I put the small. Yeah. So I was putting it on the same one. See, you can forget all of these things. It's possible, but if you already know how to do it, you can always find your way. Alright, so then I can reduce the padding. So I'm going to do something. Instead of saying, I'm going to make this max width to be 50 so that it can allow it to shrink but shouldn't get bigger than 150. And then reduce this padding to maybe 3. I believe 5 is too much. So somehow let me look at the strap utilities, size, yeah, sizing, width, 25%, blah blah blah, height, 25%, max width. That's what I did. Max width 100. Max width 50. And then saw how it went more than 50% for reasons best known to it. It went more than 50%. So let's just keep it at 50, width 50. I don't know why he's doing that. So let's move on. Yep. So we have the inputs, the labels. So we're gonna call this blog title instead of and then block content, just so we don't waste time. Let's move on. So I have these guys, block title, block contents, then this placeholder, we'll remove it. So let's remove the placeholder. Where's the placeholder? Yeah, we don't want it. So you can also set rows and columns for this guy and decide to make it bigger. So let's set the rows is 3, I think. Columns is equals, let me say 3 columns and see. So columns is vertical. Don't even know the one that controls which. I always have issues with vertical and horizontal rows and columns. Yeah. So rows is added to the number of rows. Yeah. Columns is the width. So what I actually wanted to check was the width, not the height. So columns, I might need to put plenty. So let's make the rows to be 10. Let's see how 10 goes. Yeah. So this looks similar to what we want. And then yeah, so we'll have a button somewhere around that we can use to say, okay, add. So I want to have another button here, somewhere around here, in which case, yeah, so that button is going to help us put all of these guys inside a paragraph. I don't know how we're going to do that, how we're going to achieve that, but let's look at it. So let me have the button, the submit button. I'm always coming here. So let's look at components, or yeah, components. You have buttons. You don't want button group, you just want a simple button. Something like this should be fine. This. So let's take this. That's second to the last guy. This guy. So BTN small, and the rest. I can bring this down. And then take out this guy, place it with button. Form control test area. I don't need this. Or at least let's call it submit button. We don't even need it entirely. So create. Alright. So we can move it to somewhere. Somewhere here. So make it to move it somewhere around here. Or just center it. Let's just center it. Let's keep our device. So to center it, we'll make this guy position. Or just put in a div. Yeah, that's a better way to center it. Our button is not inline, so we can do test center too. I think that should fix it too. button is not block level, so test center should move it. Yeah, test center was for inline elements. So create block. So I'll call this block, and then we need another button. Though I don't like this guy, it's too black. So btn secondary should be okay. So we need another button somewhere around here to add a paragraph, and then I'll reduce this to 6. Yeah, so this is better off. So we need another button somewhere around here, and we could arrange it.
Sir, what if we use the same color through for all the buttons, like can use secondary
So we use primary on the other one, right?
color? So it should be a unique thing.
That's primary. I was just looking at what's my rhyme with what we have already. So this one I'm suggesting, right? Is it? Arrange it.
Sir,
Yeah? This one
yeah, me I prefer all the buttons should be have the same color.
yeah, that's fine. Let's move on.
Better off.
Yeah. So we have this guy. So I needed a button here, and what I want that button to be doing is to add a paragraph. Okay, so I'm thinking of how best to do it. Thinking of how best to do it. So inside this block, okay, I know what to do. So I have a div here. With an ID of blog content. Blog content, and then I should have this guy inside it. So make this a list, and then you can have more of it. So I can have a button here. No, you move up, move aside here. Is it 1 hour already? See, so shey Google don't reduce the 1 hour.
Yeah, it's 7:50 approximately, so 10 minutes more.
Oh, okay. I was wondering. So let's move to another link anyway before these guys will cut us off. So I'll create another link. I have to close this. Create another link. So stopping to share here. I'll share the other one. You guys can move on to this one. So let's move on to the next one. Arinze, Akindele, Ame, and okay, yeah, those are 3 of you guys. Can move on to the next one. Hi. So Arinze, we're waiting for you. So I'll mute here. Arinze, you can move on. We're waiting for you. I'll mute here, and then I'll take this out. Yeah, so let's continue. Let's continue. Let me share my screen here. We'll move on. Alright, so we needed a small button here to be adding stuff for us here. So okay, I see. So I'll undo this. I don't need to do this thing I just did here. I'll move this one down. So I put it here, and then I put a UL. So I'm thinking of something. I don't know how I'm gonna do it, but as I'm doing it, ideas are coming to my head. This is how it works literally. So paragraph 1, paragraph 1. Did I spell that correctly? Yeah, I think I did. So this should be 2, this should be 3. So this way when we add, we can now put it on these paragraphs. This is supposed to be an li. It's not supposed to be an li. We could just use a normal div and just put the contents. Just put the contents. We don't need that list. So as you're adding, it's putting it here, and then so I can make this smaller now to something like 3. Yeah. So you add the contents. You have an add here now, and then it creates. Alright. So so I want a button icon. I don't want to use add icon. But let me go to material UI. Material icons here. Show symbols and icons. Alright, so let me search for add. So I think this is fine. We can use this. So let's, how do we put it? I want to download it as a PNG. You can actually use either your style to put it, or put a link like this one, but I'll just download as a PNG. I want the small version. Aligned. There's a way to make it smaller. Yeah, or can also insert it using span. So I can do this too. Maybe this is the one I'll do. Let me just insert it using span. So I have another button here, just below this guy, that we can use to add, or above. So button plus btn btn small, btn outline. Is it btn outline light or btn light outline? I can't remember again. Then I'll put the span in here. Alright, so this makes more sense. So I need to link material UI. See why I always want to download it. So let me link material UI. Let me link material UI. If I downloaded it, I don't need to link it. So I'll link it somewhere around there. Still can see it. So let's save ourselves the stress and download this guy as a PNG file. Go to downloads. Get it. So I copy it, I move it to our file. The dev logs, assets, images. I paste it here. Alright. Call it add icon. Then I can go back to VS Code. I don't need this anymore. And instead of this span here, I'll put an image. Assets, images, add icon. We don't need any of this. Should be fine. Yeah, so have it. Then we can try to make it smaller. Let's make it smaller. Size, width 100. Alright, 100. Let's sign. Instead of 50%, I did 100% and I'm expecting it to be smaller. 50%, I said half of it, 50%. Yeah, so this is the guy. Then I want to move it to this end. How do I achieve that now? How do I achieve that now? How do I achieve that? Probably need to make this a colon. position it. Okay, let's position it. Or we use CSS. So if you're using CSS, I am bootstrap positioning. We'll make this a row, and then make this a column, and this a column. This guy is a real thing, so we can take this guy outside this div. Or no, we'll create another div and move these two inside it. That makes more sense. And then class row, and then column 12 and column 6, and this guy column 6. I hope this does it. So it did it, and then I need to control the size of this guy. To know the guy that's going out of proportion. So yeah, the button. That's the button. So wait. To understand why.
Why you try 25?
I didn't hear that. Say again.
So what if you try 25 to reduce the force?
Okay, I really would have wanted to control it from the div. That's what I'm thinking. But I wanted to control it from the div. So what I'll do is I'll make it 100 and then control this div. Alright, so let me see. Max.
Now the div. Why don't you reduce the div? I think that's where the problem is.
Yes, that's what I'm trying to do. So then make this 100%. Or maybe 50. Let's see. It still does. So I know these rows and columns anyway might be part of the issue too. But let's go back to controlling the image only. We don't have so much time, so we'll say 20%, 20%. It's appearing using this guy as a column. So let me do something better, because that's why I feel the issue is the fact that that guy is a column is where I feel the issue is stretching it. So I move this man into this place. I remove this column here. Then move this man, this whole of this button into this place. I remove this column. I should stop stretching it by now. Yeah, and that's the guy that was stretching it. Yeah, so makes sense. So now we could just make this 100. So where? Let me even see what it's like without this. So making that guy a colon was stretching it to cover up the whole stuff. So yeah, so 50% is fine, just half of the original size. Half of the original size, and then we'll move this guy to the end. Tests, I think end, yeah, so test end, this one here. Then I can remove that background color. Yeah, perfect. How is it? Yeah?
I observed something like you made use of inline style.
Where's that?
That width is equal to.
Okay, this is not really a style. This is an attribute.
Okay, attribute.
Yeah, just where you have class ID. There are plenty attributes, so plenty.
Yes. It's attribute. It's not on that.
So this is an attribute, not a style. So mostly that's how I make all my images 100%, and then I can easily control it using CSS. All right. Yeah, I mean, you want to ask a question, yeah? Hmm?
Can you hear me 2 times?
Say again. I don't know if I
I
heard you.
can hear myself.
I think you joined with two systems. Probably they are.
Yeah, walking. So, okay. Let me just.
So reduce the volume of one, so you wouldn't be hearing yourself twice. I don't know if.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, that column that is put 6 6. Instead of that text, and can you put like 10 to
Can I pull like what?
like 10 in the upper one? Then
10, yeah. Okay. Like 10 and then 2 here.
yeah,
And then remove test end.
without the text and
So that test end, let's see how it goes. I think they divide it by 12, so that sums up to 12, right? So let's see how it goes. But why hold on, let me do something. So there's always a thousand ways to do a thing, right? So the division you use now moved this guy to maybe one small spot here, which is fine too. Now, with this test end, I can actually use this. You see this? I can do it too, and it will move to the extreme. You notice? So that test end doesn't even care whether you shifted it or not. So it's like telling it align all the things inside this guy that are in line to the left, to the right, or the ending part of it. So using 2 works.
I think we should not write plenty.
Is it?
I think we should stop writing plenty. So
That is what I'm saying. Don't even flexing and this thing are all embedded inside this. So grids and use columns and flex buses to control all of these things. So use bootstrap, either bootstrap grid or flex to control any of this. It makes it easier. Yeah, so the only disadvantage of this one is I really have to give it a very small one. And if you notice, it came immediately I removed test end, it came closer.
yeah,
So as long as there is space, it will keep this thing. But if it's test end, it will move to the end. Go, go, go. That's how Yoruba people talk. So I will still put my test end here. Alright. Just to make sure it moves to the exact end. Alright, so we'll have our button set up, and then you add something. So you can call these okay, instead of this I think using new paragraph makes it better. Or you can, if you highlight, you have let me just call it new paragraph. That's more user friendly. Where is that stuff again? Where is it? 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 So I'm going to remove all of this, unfortunately. Or yeah, span new, okay, paragraph. Yeah, this makes more sense. So, hold on. Why are you not showing that guy? Okay. Let me take this out. Alright, so now it's trying to be a little tricky. Yeah, that paragraph is not showing. Even this my button. Let me check out button. That button class is wrong. BTN outline something something. So yeah, something like this is what I'm looking for. Okay, BTN outline dark, BTN outline. We could use BTN outline secondary. Or info. Okay, let's use secondary BTN outline. Where's that guy? BTN. I think I called it button. Oh, I didn't call it button. BTN outline info. Alright. So let's just say BTN info. I don't even need this outline. BTN info. And there's a way to remove this outline. I can't remember anymore.
Sir, what of if you add none to the outline since you want to remove it?
Okay, that's a class, right?
Add none to the border and the outline.
Border 0. Okay, I'll try that too. Yeah, so I think border 0 did it. Then I can put my guy here back. There is one that when you it doesn't show outline. When you hover over it, it shows the outline. That's the one I want. That's actually the guy I'm looking for. It doesn't show the wherever until you hover over it. I don't know why I can't see it. Or maybe it's another distance. But let's go with the one we have. This is fine. I'm just wondering why this guy is not allowing us to type something. If we type something, oh, it's showing now. It wasn't showing before. paragraph. So let me make this 6 6. Yeah. So this works. And then so with this, to add paragraph, I'll click on this. It will make it a paragraph. Put it inside here, and then if we are done, we'll click on create blog. So let's make this. Oh, can someone send the link to Sebastian? He's been sending messages. Okay, hold on. Let me copy it. I think I can easily get it. I can easily get it, right? I don't even know where to get it. From here. It's in here. Okay, someone sent it already, right? Okay, yeah. So I think I actually have sent it. He's been sending messages. I didn't pay attention. Yeah, so we'll have what we're looking for. What we're looking for here. Yeah, Sebastian, sorry, we were carried away. We didn't notice you were trying to join. Although we dropped the link, but somehow we didn't move when the others moved. So I just saw your message now. Here with us. So that's it. We have this guy here to be adding things to this guy for us. So let's try to make. Yeah, this is fine, really. Let's try to make it a little. So blog content, add a class of BG lights. Will that change anything? No. I want to have BG second. I want it to have a little difference from the other guys. Secondary. I hope it's not too dark. It's too dark. So in that case, I'll just give it a border. Border secondary. Border 1. I think border 1, border secondary. I think that's the first super border. I think so. Yeah, border 1, border secondary. I can even omit border 1 to use the first one and then rounded. So secondary seems to be a lot. Let's say border lights. just remove this border. Let it not stress us. You guys can make it better. So this is fine. Yeah, if you want to say something, you can go ahead. So this is fine. We just have it here. Click on create blog, and then we move on. And then we'll list the blog. So let's also bring that list in here, like we had in the other guy. So we go to index. This is where we listed the guys. So we take this. Okay, so I think I'm taking more. Shouldn't get to that one. That means you're missing extra. Yeah, it's missing extra place and give. So I'll go to create blog.html. And then after the form, yep. If you are saying anything, you can continue. Go ahead.
Sir, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Are we going to, sorry, I'm interrupting. Are we going to be having maximum of 3 paragraphs?
No. That thing is just a placeholder. When we do the JavaScript, nothing is going to be there until you start adding paragraphs.
About it.
Yeah. We might just have to find a way to control the overflow. So find a way to control
Yes,
overflow so that when you are adding it will now be scrollable.
Yes.
So this let me make this 4 and see. I want it to have up to like 4 things. So I want it to be able to at least have 4 things. Card 4, yeah. Alright, so it can accommodate 4, that's fine. I just wanted to be sure. Alright, so this one will now have something like a filter. If you want to say anything, you can go ahead.
Can you hear me, sir?
Yes, I can.
This card, is it not possible for us to have cards, like, in case we start having more blog posts?
Okay, so yeah,
I'm just suggesting.
the more we are having is going to be dropping down, and then we'll probably we're going to paginate it. You understand? So maybe we need to remove this image, or we can leave it. Because this, yeah, we can leave it.
So,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I'm asking? What if we now have like more blog posts? So maybe you just have like 20, for example. Will this page be able to accommodate everything?
Yeah, so actually what we need to do is make the card smaller and then paginate it. So it will be listing 10 at once or 5 at once, depending on how we want it. Have you done anything on pagination?
Not really.
Yeah. So we can use pagination to take care of that. So let me reduce the width of these cards. Also look at the hold on. Yeah, so it wouldn't be an issue. That's what I'm trying to say. It wouldn't be an issue. So these guys has a width. I could try to reduce it from, I don't know if we had coded that or if it came from Bootstrap. So let's try to make it 10 for the first guy and see. Yeah, so I feel it's too So it makes more sense this way. It makes more sense when it's smaller. And then we can also try to track the number of reduce the content. So we'll do that. And then what else? So 10 REM is fine. This is fine. And then we'll make the button smaller. So BTN small. Yeah. So don't worry, we'll take care of that, Arinze. You see. Let me show you another listing. You see how you do it. I know what you are trying to avoid is to have a lot of all these things, right? Let's say you have 100 blocks, right? Am I right, Arinze?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I know.
I understand what you are trying to do.
I know. So we'll control that. I just want to make sure this card looks as simple as possible. Some blah blah blah. So let me try. Yeah, something like this. So we'll try and control that thing when the time comes. So this guy has a height we need to control too. Yeah, so I feel the height is coming from Bootstrap. Bootstrap is not allowing us to control the height. Allowing us to control the height. And that might be an issue. In which case, instead of wasting a lot of time, we could just go back to having it the way it was. But no, we could actually just let's try to control the heights. I don't know why it's so. Let me try to do height auto. I'll remove this. I believe Bootstrap added this, and I don't know why. Yeah. So let me add a class width is sorry, 20. So there might be a reason Bootstrap added that, I don't know. So let me also control the height. 50. Let's say 20 REM. Alright. Yeah, so 20 is still too much. I'll make it 10. 10 is too small. I'll make it something like 15. Yeah, 15 looks just fine. So this looks better. The text is too bold, and I know there should be somewhere they added something that's affecting that text. It looks too bold. So how do I control that? I'm trying to look for a class they probably added that's causing it. So but I can put a class here. say font size. I think it's font. Let me check again. Font size. Yeah, FS1, FS2, FS6. So let me see FS6. Let's see how that goes. Yeah, is it smaller? It didn't affect it. Or did he? I don't know if he did.
Did
He did?
yeah,
I guess I didn't notice. Yeah, he actually did. Yeah, he can talk. He actually did, yeah. So we use this to replace all of it, and I'll give you guys an assignment, two assignments. The header, and then to make this guy scroll level. I hope it's enough task.
So we can't hear you. I can't hear you.
Can every other person hear me?
I can hear you, sir.
Alright, so Akindele, maybe you should check your sound, your speaker.
Or maybe our network.
Yeah, but we heard that very loud and clear.
Which assignment was? You said the assignment.
Okay, I'll show you at the end of the class. I'll need you, when this thing is much, it's going to keep dragging this guy down. So I'm going to give it a maximum height or something, and then we need to make this scroll level when it's much. All right. So we don't want it, or we could make this a test area. Yeah, I think this is a test area. All right. So yeah, this is a test area already. So we need to make this scroll level, so it doesn't keep expanding the height of this guy. But we'll get to that. So this create blog, let me put it at the end. I don't like where it is. Yeah, I think it makes more sense here. Move to this guy. I want to replace all of these guys. And this. So let's see what it looks like now. So this makes more sense. This makes more sense. Alright. So we'll click on the view. It takes us to the normal view. So in the view, we can now add an edit icon if the person logged in. If the person is logged in, and then I can have an edit icon to edit that this thing. And then not even if the person is logged in, if you are the owner of the yeah, we'll find a way to do it till we get there. So let me increase the space in between them. I think guys, too much this thing. So Bootstrap is probably controlling a lot of these things using the test size. So as we're reducing the test size, this space is coming together. So I can put a margin on this guy. Can put a margin right of 2. Let's see. Okay, let me add more. No, not margin right, margin end. I'm always using Bootstrap 3, which version that uses right. Yeah, margin end. So let me make it 1. It used to be margin right before, but now it's margin start and margin end. Instead of left and right, Bootstrap now uses start and end. So this looks better. I can make this an outline. It's too pronounced. BTN outline. BTN outline. BTN outline. Yeah. I think it's better this way. Alright, so I'm gonna make this fluid. No, that's here. This one. I don't want it centered. So something else is centering it. This guy. I don't know what's centering it. Yeah, that flex full justify center. Yeah, so this is the guy that's centering it. Yeah. I think it's fine now anyway when it's centered. So we have all our designs intact. All we now need to do is to add the JavaScript to it. So do the JavaScript. Yeah.
The BTN for create flow. That I don't like that position. It doesn't fit into.
So where do you think is better?
Except if it's staying there, then we can make it round, and I don't know.
Alright.
But that position, it's awkward somehow.
Alright, so now Arinze is beginning to see designs. Probably has been doing a lot of designs. So I actually want to make it outline too. Okay, not outline, small. That's what I want. I feel it's big. So you think, how about now? You think we should still make it rounded?
Perhaps let's swap around if it's
So rounded circle, rounded pew. Let's try rounded circle. Then we can, if we reduce the test, it's going to be a perfect. You know, that rounded pew works on the rounded stuff works on. So let's remove the block. Let's say create. So, do you think it's better off now?
yes, sir.
All right. So let's make it an outline anyway. I see. If I add my blog back, what does it look like? This and just create, which is better? Which one do you guys think is better? I can throw in a little padding.
I'm confused. But the smaller one is perfect.
So if I throw in a little padding, X is, so padding Y is up. Padding up and down 2. Yeah, that might. But the smaller one looks perfect anyway. Just like as yeah, so yeah, so create. So I have a design intact. Um, so we need to just add JavaScript to it. I need some spaces, some space here too. There's some space here. So this one, I had to use position to move it out of this place. Alright, so if I want to use position for this guy, we position it relative to this man. Something like that. So, but I don't want to go into that now. So what else do we want to do? I want to throw in some space around here, and then yeah. So let's throw in some space. So this H5, I think, is another thing. Should probably make it H6. Yeah, H6 is fine. So I can put the FX on this guy. Sorry, now we compare to the cat test. So are we going to go on with JavaScript, or should we leave it for the next class?
I would suggest the next class,
Alright.
then the nav bar can now within the week.
Alright. So I'm gonna add more paragraphs here. That will be you guys' assignment next. And this is not the one I'll do and then I'll come and do review in class. It must be working by next class. So I'm gonna add more of this. You see now it's extending. This is what I don't want. So I want it to show only 2. Okay, it's not even supposed to show only 2. I don't want it to be more than 2 paragraphs. So don't do it by the number of paragraphs. Do it like the height. Alright. So let me say if I give this guy a maximum height, this guy, the container itself, rounded, which is this man. So let me give this a height. Permit me to write in line style. Okay, look, but I can link it. This guy has a style. Yeah? Did someone drop a message? Something scrollable. Okay, yeah, let's see it. Point me to the branch. I'll look at it later if I have when I'm chanced. Sebastian, I'm talking to you. I just read your message, so you can point me to it. I'll look at it later. So, Yeah, we're talking of these two. So I want to give this guy a fixed height, all right, and then you handle the overflow.
Yes, yes, yes.
So let me give this guy a fixed height. This guy, a fixed height, all right.
Okay.
So allow me to write this style here. So height 50 ps, all right. Okay, let me give you the border too. Okay, BG secondary, yeah. So that's this guy. So 50 ps appears to be too small. So let's say 200 ps. So why is 200 pixels looking too small? Meanwhile, let me do with it. Let me say 30 rem. Let's make it responsive. So 30 is too big. Let's use 20. So it's responsive to the font size. All right. So now it's going to be all I want is these things to be scrollable inside here. All right. I don't want these things to be showing outside. So I don't want this guy to keep expanding. So I want all of this to be scrollable. Or
So like, is it like a
sorry, this is a better way of doing it. I'll take this style out of this place and put it inside that div, so that it won't affect the button, because now it's affecting the button. So I want it only inside this div. Yeah, makes more sense here. Yeah. So now it's only, let me give, I'll come back to your question, sorry. Let me BG danger. So let's reduce it. It's appearing to be too much, so let's give it 10. If 10 is much, 10 is much, so let's say 8. Is 8 much? 8 is much still. 5 should be perfect. 5 should be perfect. And then we can is 5 really perfect? Is 5 really perfect? 5 isn't perfect per se.
So we are logging out.
Oh, meeting, right? This thing.
Yes, sir. 2 minutes.
Yeah, let me create another one quickly. That one would even use up to 5 minutes out of it. This is one of the most annoying things Google have done recently. Like, it's so annoying. It's so annoying. Someone's mic is on and that person is talking. We are hearing the person. I don't know who that person is. It might be Akindele. We caught her the last time. So please, our time is almost up, so quickly move. It ends in a minute, so if you waste time, it's about to it's even counting down already. So if you can move to the other one fast enough, if not, I'll drop it on the WhatsApp listing. So who was left? I don't know. Let me just drop it on the WhatsApp group. Yeah, so let me know when you can see my screen. So who can see my screen?
I can see your text.
All right. So 10 appears to be the perfect guy. Except that there is a pattern I'm not seeing somewhere. Oh, this pattern. So let me make that pattern to be left and right. Let me leave the bottom part of it. So P Y P X, yeah, and then P P top 3, yeah. So I think this is perfect. This is perfect. Yeah, this is perfect. So we don't need to be seeing all of this. We want it to be scroll level. All of these guys. So you do overflow hidden. So that's, I think Bootstrap has a way to hide overflow too. You can even see a Bootstrap cloud that will do all of this. If you can, then write a style. But I'm sure Bootstrap will have it. I'm about to solve few people's problem. I should have even been saying all of this. Research. So if you can't see it on Bootstrap, then write the style for it. So I'll leave all of this. It's messing up the look and feel of our code, but I'll leave it. I'll just remove this. So I want this guy not to go past here. Once he reaches that, let me leave the danger guy. So once he reaches that danger guy, I want it to be scroll level. All of this should be hidden. So that's what I need it to do for me. And then throw in some space here too. Alright? That's what I want. What else do I want? I don't think I want any other thing else. So that's the two assignments you guys have. The nav, work on this nav. We already have content in it, so that content is what we're going to be using, but make it look finer. It's not fine. This nav bar here is supposed to be home page, actually. So what's supposed to be here is home page, not nav bar. And instead of that home page, it's supposed to be instead of home page, I'm supposed to write maybe hit dev blog. Okay, let's just say techie blog. Techie blog. Alright. Something like this. Where if you click on it, it will go to the home page. So it's supposed to move you to, how do you even do home page again? I think this should actually move you to home page. That hash. Fine. Okay, I think hash is reloading. I think home page is yeah, hash is reloading. So home page should be slash index slash pages slash index HTML. This is what we should have on every page, every nav. So this is one of the disadvantages of plain HTML CSS. Every change you have to copy all your nav to that place again. But if you use React to make them components, and then you're good to go. All right, so I'll click on it. It takes us to, yeah, exactly. This is what we want. So create blog. All right, so that's fine. So you guys get the assignment, right? Make this scrollable. Redesign this navbar. I need a fine design. Go to Bootstrap. You can see nice, fine nav bars. Go to layout or something. I don't know where that their nav is again. Yeah, seen it. Components. You see nav bar, nav and tabs. So look for a fine nav bar. All right. The ones that has what we need. Or just go online, search for navbar design, navbar templates, or navbar design. Some of them will use Bootstrap or navbar design. You see things that will link you to what you want. All right. Just, I don't know how you're going to get it, but one thing I know is I want a better design other than this. All right, so that's it for today, guys. Any question around the assignments? Two assignment, the nav bar and make this scrollable. Any question around it? All right, no questions, everybody, is that correct? By next class, as usual, your assignment is your gate pass, and I'm serious this time. Sebastian, we need to see your assignment. Send me a link to your assignment, and then, in fact, by next class, I want to see Sebastian's two assignments. So the one from the previous class and this one. That will be your gate pass. So if you've done it, just send me a link. I'll look at it. If you've not, I'll check it by next class. So in the absence of any questions, thank you and God bless you. See you next class.
Thank you so much for
Yeah.
supporting.
God bless you.
Yeah, and you too.